Video, I'm going to walk you through the shots that I'll use, and we're going to talk about some of the possible alternatives. Do be aware that you will need to play this course and all courses according to your clubs, your balls, and your skill level. And also be extra aware that we will need to adapt and adjust each of these shots and adjustments according to the wind that we see in each and every round. Well, that's the way it should be anyway. I'm excited for this one. I hope you are too. Let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to hole number 1 here on the City Park course for the Christmas Park tournament. Playing the first shot with an extra mile and a Titan. Now I am lining it up here with the second bounce you see just past that second outcropping of rough. This shot I do adjust it at 10% max, as you can see, and I'm giving it max top and max left in these wind conditions with only an extra mile 5. However, if you have a higher level extra mile, you do need to be aware that you won't want to give it maximum topspin unless you're absolutely certain of your outcome here, because there is a little bit of a glitch roll possible and there is a bunker down here. So just be aware and be conservative if you're going to take this route. There is a power hook on this drive if you want, but that's not for me in rookie especially. This is how I'm going to play this first shot. Second shot, I'm coming in with either a sniper or a viper. This one, you can play it at 10%, or you can just play this shot 1-to-1 if you've got the sniper. I like to use approximately half to 1 bar of backspin and about half to 1 bar of right spin. That's just essentially to counteract the slope that you see where the second bounce is landing. And that second bounce is just before the fringe, about 1 green square or so before the fringe. That I find, and with the top of that white ring, you see how it was just touching the rough just in front of the bunker, just to give yourself a little bit of a positional indicator there. This is a tough hole, guys. One of the toughest in the game. If you get an eagle here, make sure you post a replay. Otherwise, don't beat yourself up over a birdie. Welcome to hole number 2. This one here, I would just say right off the bat that getting an albatross here is essentially impossible with typical rookie level clubs. Now, if you come in here with your 8-pock 8, hey, anybody's game. I'm setting this shot up with a quarterback and a Titan. I just adjust this shot at 1-to-1. As you can see, I gave it 3 bars of topspin, aiming it down the middle of the fairway. If you have a bigger tailwind and a higher level quarterback, be aware you may not need to use quite as much topspin. Ultimately, you want to bring your shot to the end of this first fairway to set it up for a nice second shot. I bring the big dog here for shot number 2, just because you need the reach to get past that little central fairway rough circle. Maximum left, couple 2-3 bars of topspin, depending on the wind, of course. And this one here, I'm basically aiming with that ball guide at just the, you see that little small, little peanut-shaped bunker in the fairway, just kind of to the right edge of that. Adjusting the shot here, 10% max. And really, this is just a positional play to set ourselves up for the third shot. Easy does it. No need to overpower or do anything crazy here. Simple shot. You could play this with a different wood, but I don't see any reason why. This is just where we want to be, just in front of that bunker. That's the ultimate landing position there, because this second shot actually makes for a beautiful, beautiful play if you can pull it off. I'm setting this one up with my backbone. Now you see I've got about 1.5 bars of the new left spin, maybe 1.25, 3 bars of top spin. Now look carefully at that ball guide. You see how there's a little bit of a gap between the curve and the fringe. Playing this shot at negative 10% minimum, and again, make sure that arc of that ball guide is not too close to the left rough, and you want to make sure that your ball guide, the tip of the ball guide, is just through the hole. Really beautiful when you can make this one happen. I learned about this shot from Christian Theory from Toasted Golf Class. Check him out. Awesome, awesome guy. But here we go. Up and in. I hope you get this one to drop. I just love this shot. Good luck on hole number 2. Hole number 3, very straightforward par 3, really. I set this one up just with a marlin ball and a backbone. You can bring anything you like. Any long iron, any fancy ball, whatever you got should all work just fine. Playing the shot here at 10% mid, and as you can see, I've got that yellow ring, if you will, centered in the fringe. That's really the landing position up on the top of that hill, and the ball guide just to the pin. I did give it here with the Marlin. Max back, max left spin, and ultimately, you know, it's a very wind-dependent shot. There's other ways you can play this. You can come in with more backspin and land it on the green or anything like that. Good luck here. Welcome to hole number 4. This is a par 4, and I'm playing this shot here with my extra mile 5 and a Marlin ball. Giving this one max top, max right, and adjusting this shot at 10% max. Now, be aware of this path. There is some tree branches that are sticking out on the right side. You don't want to get too close to them. They are definitely in play. Now, because I'm using an EM5 here and also adjusting down into that bunker, you see we're giving it a little bit of a push up here. However, if you play this shot with a higher power ball and a higher level extra mile, you won't need to do that. It really depends on your setup and the wind that we have here on this shot. You can play to the right of that tree as well, but ultimately you want to bring it down just past the corner here. I think this is a decently, you know, consistent position to be in to make this second shot. The second shot here, I do tend to bring it in with the thorn. I give it a couple of bars of backspin as per my standard play style with the thorn. And again, 10% mid here, 2 bars of backspin, and you're basically just aiming it right at the hole. This hole is funny because it seems so straightforward and so simple, but this shot here coming into the green can be very inconsistent. So I would just say to use the most wind-resistant ball you've got. Even just stepping up to a navigator here on this hole might be a really excellent idea. This is old footage. This account that you see here with 9-hole gold has a lot of gold banners now. So do the best you can to find a sense of consistency, but I know you're going to get the drop. Hole 5, this is an interesting par 3 because it gives you multiple landing positions and approaches to the hole. I'm playing here down on the bottom. You see, I call that the bottom. You could play it anywhere, really any of these fairway positions, but this I find it's a nice way to me to play because it's a really flat landing position and a very straightforward setup. 10% max on this adjustment. I'm giving it 3 bars of top spin and approximately half a bar of right spin. That's in this strong right to left wind. Now, because the wind is going to change, you're not exactly sure what kind of spins you're going to use. So be aware of that and adjust accordingly. I did offset here slightly into this wind as well. But I do think this is a great hole, a great opportunity for all of us. I wish you the best of luck here. Hole number 6 here. This is a par 5. Now, I'm playing this approach very conservatively. I'm coming in with my extra mile and a Titan, approximately 2 bars of right spin and 2 to 2.5 bars of top spin with this extra mile 5. Adjusting the shot, 10% max. And I just want you to be aware, if you play on the left-hand side, I do think you're going to have a slightly better chance to come in for albatross with the big dog. I've played that way in pro, but I've never played that way in rookie, so I don't have any footage to share with you. However, I do know that this is a slightly more conservative play, but I can guarantee you this will get you that eagle each and every time if you execute these shots. Second shot is with the big dog. I'm giving it, you know, maximum left spin for sure. 2 to 3 bars of top spin, maybe even 4 depending on the wind. Ultimately here, this is going to get you to the green. Just like that. 10% max. And when we make after we make the adjustment, I do give it about 1.5 to 2 balls of left curl, just because it is an interesting landing position. So I don't know, I call that maybe 2 balls of left curl. Depends on your club, depends on your angle of approach. But as you can see, up and easily to the green for a very makeable eagle putt. Hole number 7, in my opinion, is the most difficult par 3 of the City Park course. I'm taking the approach here with a Saturn club and a Katana ball. Definitely could play that Kingmaker, cut down the wind a little bit, because what we need here is about 6 bars of backspin, and you're going to use 2 or so bars of right spin. The idea is that we're going to have the right edge of the 4th green square row from the pin, and I recommend that that second bounce is slightly just before the pin in wind similar to this. And you do see the bottom of the yellow ring. That one there is near the rough. Adjusting at 10% max. Try to hit perfect. And this one has a really lovely effect where we get the bounce up high on the hill. And if we're lucky, just a lovely little trickle down to the pin. Welcome to hole number 8. This one you'll see me play here. Max top, max left with an extra mile 5 and a quasar ball. This one I adjust the shot for 10% max, and essentially you see here that red ring is just cutting the left rough. You do want to try to great proof it, maybe a slight little bit more. I have seen a bit of a glitch roll here for some reason or another. Once in a while when you execute this shot, you're going to get a bit of a speed roll coming off the second bounce, so it'll hit here and start rolling really fast, so be aware of that. But ultimately, this is the idea. You want to just get it down to the second fairway to set yourself up for a mid-distance or whatever distance sniper or viper shot. Now, I'm checking it. See, max, min, you know, mid-distance is the play here. I'm going 0%, giving it about 3 bars of backspin. And in the new spin values, about 1 bar of right spin. Now, I say about because you're going to see here, after we make our adjustment, I do hit great for this shot. But the outcome of the ball is, in fact, very great. I just know that this hole is a really good opportunity to get an eagle from distance. Give yourself the best possible chance by hitting perfect. But maybe, just maybe, a little bit of luck will go your way. Here we go, last hole of the tournament. As per Playdemic tradition, this is a par 5. Now, I feel so strongly about my opportunity to sink an albatross here that I almost always play the Kingmaker, just to have that reach that we need, as well as the wind resistance on the second shot. Setting it up with the quarterback, 10% max, max top, max right, and I do have the clear ring about halfway into the right rough. Now, I give it about a third of a so ball of right curl. Do not use too much curl here. Check out the second bounce. Look how close. Ooh, we're just sneaking it in, but this is where we want to be. Roll it up down the little spot in the fairway here and set it up for a lovely second shot. Second shot, I play this one 3 bars of backspin, about a half a bar or so of right spin, and I'm adjusting it 10% max here, if I don't forget to say. Second bounce, look very carefully. It's in that fairway strip between the fringe and the rough. That, I think, is very important because with most rookie bags, you're not going to have a fully developed ball guide. And I do find that you get a tiny little kick to the right here. Don't, you know, put too much weight into that, but ultimately it is a very makeable shot, and I believe in you. I hope we can get the albatross here to make up for the birdie on hole 1. Good luck, everybody. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the Christmas Park tournament. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to my Christmas Park Tournament rookie walkthrough video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comments section below. I wish each and every one of you the very, very best of luck in this tournament. And if you haven't yet subscribed to Erelic Gaming, do so now so that you don't miss out on any of my future content. Take care.